We live in a world often sorely lacking in forgiveness, understanding, and compassion. Wars and civil strife have led to a refugee crisis on a scale never before seen. Acts of terrorism and violence deprive individuals and whole communities of a sense of peace and security. Families are often beset with anger and division. In such a world, we need to hear more than ever the word of Jesus in the Beatitudes. Blessed are the merciful, for they shall receive mercy. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called children of God. In the bull proclaiming a Jubilee year, Pope Francis affirmed that the Church is commissioned to announce the mercy of God, the beating heart of the gospel, which in its own way must penetrate the heart and mind of every person. The Church's first truth is the love of Christ. The Church makes herself a servant of this love and mediates it to all people, a love that forgives and expresses itself in the gift of oneself. Pope Francis writes, "It is absolutely essential for the Church and for the credibility of her message that she herself live and testify to mercy. Her language and gestures must transmit mercy so as to touch the hearts of all people and inspire them once more to find the road that leads to the Father." In the present day, as the Church is charged with the task of the new evangelization, the theme of mercy needs to be proposed again and again with new enthusiasm and renewed pastoral action. Mercy is the very foundation of the Church's life. All of her pastoral activity should be caught up in the tenderness she makes present to believers. Nothing in her preaching and in her witness to the world can be lacking in mercy. In order that people believe in the Church, it is necessary that she shows merciful and compassionate love. The Church must have an endless desire to show mercy. The time has come for the Church to take up the joyful call to mercy once more. It is time to return to the basics and to bear the weaknesses and struggles of our brothers and sisters. Pope Francis reminds us that in order to be capable of mercy, we must first of all dispose ourselves to listen to the Word of God. This means rediscovering the value of silence in order to meditate on the Word that comes to us. In this way, it will be possible to contemplate God's mercy and adopt it as a lifestyle. In order to profess mercy, Christians must learn not to judge and not to condemn. Rather, they must learn to forgive, to be instruments of mercy, because it is we who have first received mercy from God. In the words of Pope Francis, may we reach out to all so they can feel the warmth of our presence, our friendship, and our fraternity. May their cry become our own, and together may we break down the barriers of indifference that too often reign supreme and mask our hypocrisy and egoism.